Machiavelli never wrote a self-help book. He never preached about morning routines or dopamine detoxes. No timers, no to-do lists, no motivational slogans. And yet, he understood something far deeper, something most modern thinkers miss entirely. He understood that focus is not about productivity, it's about power. Focus, in its purest form, is not a tool to manage time. It's a weapon to command reality. And the moment you learn to wield it like Machiavelli did, you stop reacting and start controlling. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop trying to change your life and simply take command of it. Machiavelli understood a truth most men never see. The average man doesn't lack potential. He lacks direction. His mind is not weak. It's scattered. His power is not gone. It's leaking. And what leaks becomes powerless. But what's concentrated becomes unstoppable. The first law of focus is simple. What is dispersed is weak. What is concentrated becomes divine. So the real question isn't, how do I focus? The real question is, how do I weaponize focus? The art of subtraction. Focus begins where distraction ends. Most people try to focus by adding more goals, more apps, more strategies. But Machiavelli knew focus begins not with addition, but with elimination. He once advised rulers, a wise prince must imitate both the fox and the lion. The fox avoids traps. The lion eliminates threats. Your traps are distractions. Your threats are endless options. Your mind isn't cluttered because you're lazy. It's cluttered because you've made yourself available to everything and committed to nothing. Cut 90% of what you think you should be chasing. Say no to people who steal your time through guilt, not value. Stop trying to be good at everything. Master one thing so completely that others align around you, because diluted power is not power, it's noise. Machiavelli's rule was simple. What you exclude defines you more than what you include. Choose one battlefield, burn every exit. A prince, he wrote, should never enter a war unless he's prepared to win it entirely. So don't dabble in your goals. Declare war on them. Control, not balance. Modern thinkers glorify balance. Machiavelli would laugh at that. Balance, he'd say, is the disguise of the mediocre, a word used to justify half-effort living. He didn't praise balance. He praised control, the ability to command your mind like a weapon, to bend reality to your will. When you wake up, don't ask, what's the balanced thing to do today? Ask, what gives me maximum control over my future? That might mean working through the night. That might mean saying no to comfort, to noise, to the crowd, because your future depends on it. Balance is for the comfortable. Control is for the powerful. Focus is not peace. Focus is war, a violent act against distraction. It's saying no to every urge that whispers, check your phone, open that app, take a break. Machiavelli once advised rulers to be cruel only when necessary, but when cruelty was chosen, to do it decisively. The same applies to distraction. You don't reason with it. You destroy it. Design your day like a tyrant. Most people wake up like tourists in their own lives, drifting, reacting, hoping. Machiavelli would call that a pathetic way to live. Structure your day like a ruler structures a state. Ruthless precision. Every hour must serve the mission. Every task must earn its place. That doesn't mean joyless living. It means sovereignty. Powerful men don't ask for time. They command it. The world won't hand you freedom. You must seize it through control, because in a distracted world, the focused man becomes a god. Let the others scroll. Let the others wander. You build quietly, patiently, relentlessly. And by the time they notice, it's already too late. Create pressure, create power. Machiavelli wrote, necessity impels men to action. He believed luxury weakens and comfort kills. The most focused men in history didn't wait for motivation. They created pressure. They trap themselves into discipline, set impossible deadlines, remove the safety net. Tell people what you're going to do. Let your reputation be on the line. Bet your pride, your money, your name. Because pressure purifies focus like fire purifies gold. When you have something to lose, your mind sharpens. Your attention locks in. You stop drifting, because failure is no longer an option. Solitude sharpens kings. When the world turned against him, Machiavelli was exiled, tortured, and banished. But in solitude, he wrote The Prince, a book that reshaped history. He didn't find despair there. He found clarity. Isolation for the weak is emptiness. For the strong, it's a forge. So don't fear silence, engineer it. Disappear for a while, shut out the noise, let the world forget you. Because when you return, you'll be sharper, quieter, and infinitely more dangerous. Hierarchy of focus. Machiavelli didn't believe all men were equal, and neither are your tasks. Not every thought deserves attention. Not every goal deserves pursuit. Create a hierarchy. Mission critical what builds your empire, supportive what maintains the machine, forbidden what steals your energy. Every time you obey this order, your focus strengthens. Every time you blur it, you weaken. Power belongs to the man who knows exactly what deserves his energy and burns everything else. Sharpen. Don't stretch. Machiavelli understood time isn't measured in hours. It's measured in decisiveness. Don't try to extend focus, sharpen it. Do in 3 hours what others do in 3 days. Attack your task like a predator, not a peasant. Ask yourself, if I only had 1 hour to make massive progress, what would I do? Then do that, every day. Because focus isn't about working longer. It's about working like your name depends on it. The fortress mind. Machiavelli warned rulers that the greatest threats come from within. Betrayal, weakness, disloyalty. Apply that to yourself. Your biggest enemy isn't distraction. It's the weaker version of you that allows it. Govern your inner kingdom like a fortress. When your mind drifts, bring it back. When emotions rise, stay composed. When doubt whispers, silence it. Your attention is your crown. Drop it for a second, and someone else will wear it. Precision over effort. 1,000 random actions will never equal 1 precise strike. Machiavelli taught rulers to focus not on controlling the masses, but on controlling the few who control the masses. In your life, find those leverage points. Which skill unlocks the highest return? Which relationship opens the most doors? Which action changes everything else? That's where your focus belongs. Don't scatter your power. Concentrate it where it shifts the system. Become what you pretend to be. Machiavelli believed appearances shape reality. If you act like a king long enough, the world begins to treat you like one. So move like a man with purpose. Speak less, listen deeply, dress with intention. Carry yourself like your time is sacred. At first, it feels like a performance. Good, because what you perform with precision eventually becomes who you are. You don't use focus. You become focus. Guard your circle. Machiavelli warned princes about poor advisors. They ruin empires. Surround yourself only with those who sharpen your edge. Not people who make you feel good. People who make you better. Cut the leeches. Distance from the unfocused, because energy is contagious. Spend enough time around the undisciplined, and you will join them. Protect your rhythm. Protect your circle. Protect your empire. Operate in silence. Machiavelli operated in shadows, not spotlights. His influence came not from noise, but from silence. Don't explain your grind. Don't justify your hunger. Let your results speak, not your words. A silent man building something great in the dark is far more powerful than a loud man promising greatness in the light. Focus under fire. The final test of mastery is not focus in peace, but focus in chaos. Anyone can be calm in silence. But Machiavelli admired the strategist who could stay composed when everything was burning. Train emotional immunity. Stay still when others panic. Delay reaction. Command your inner weather. Because the moment emotion takes the wheel, focus dies. You are not here to be calm. You are here to be unbreakable. The final law, Machiavelli would tell you this: a man who conquers others but not himself is still a slave. Focus isn't about closing your eyes and breathing deeply. It's about opening them and seeing the world with surgical clarity. Every distraction you kill is a step towards sovereignty. Every temptation you resist is a declaration of power. You are no longer trying to be disciplined. You are ruling your inner empire, and in a world addicted to noise, the focused man becomes legendary. Let the others scroll. Let the others drift. You build, you command, you rise, quietly, ruthlessly, until one day they look around and realize you were never chasing power, you were becoming it.